Are we live? I think we're live. Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. How is everybody this fine Woo-Woo Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Yes, it's Wednesday all day long. So let me close that out. Yes, my disk space is full, apparently, on my little laptop here. So we're going to be careful. Hopefully we don't freeze up or anything because of that. But yes, hello, hi, how is everybody? Just racing up here. I'm like 2 minutes late, so apologies for that. But Wrigley, they're leaving to go play golf and football. Kind of first football, then to go. They're not like playing full 9 holes or 18 holes or anything, but they're gonna probably go to the driving range or something. But Wrigley's starting his first season of flag football, so they're just practicing passing the football down at the school. So they're gonna do that first, then hit the driving range. So, but Wrigley, before he left, he wanted. I have the Love Who You Are Oracle that we're gonna be using for the free 1-card pull today, and he's like, can I just pick a card for everybody to start? And I'm like, well, you're not going to be here when I go live. He goes, well, you can just show him. So he was very adamant. He wanted to pick a card. So this is kind of, and it's very cool because this is the theme I've been feeling, is like all the self-care things, all the trusting your intuition things. And he pulls the number 17 with the little owl guy here. Honor your wisdom. Wow, I love it. Serving the kids dinner. I love it. Yes, I had a very quick dinner to get in my like eating window for my intermittent fasting thing. So yeah, I just had a few pieces of like turkey and cheese and some nuts and some sprouts, and what else did I have? I just like, I gotta hurry. It was a very charcuterie board type of night, minus all the carbs. So, I had some broccoli and hummus as well. So a little bit of carbs in that, but you need those kind of good carbs. So, but yes, honor your wisdom. And the number 17, let's not be remiss to mention that is the star card in the tarot, which is about healing. It's about leveling up. It's about wish fulfillment, happiness, abundance, all coming in hot. And that sign right there says level up. It's kind of hard to see in most lighting situations, but I think if I do this, you can almost see it. But I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. But yes, I love that sign says that. But because my webcam is like auto adjusting for the lighting situation, I can't set it up myself. I wished I could. The only way I could do that would be to buy another camera, but I don't make enough on any of my channels or all my channels combined to even think about doing that right now. So this is what we're working with. Unless I do set up my just regular live streaming camera, or not live streaming camera. I'd do that if I had one. Just my filming camera, but it cuts off every 15 minutes or 30 minutes. But that's not even the problem. Like, I have no problem pushing the button again every 30 minutes. It's the fact that the right speed error comes up, and then it's just a big box in front of what we're trying to see on screen. So, wah wah. I keep telling myself, if somehow, some way, the Done Creative picks up when I start loading over there, in which I'm not going to hold my breath. I really am not. I do feel maybe that's just dead and gone, but I'm still going to show up over there, whatever. But if for some reason we get a payout from Google, meaning YouTube, Google owns YouTube, and it's enough to buy a webcam, I am just thinking that's what I'm going to put that money toward. So, webcam fund. But yes, honor your wisdom. This really is about trusting your intuition, especially when things just don't quite add up on, even if they look on the surface like, great, this is awesome. But if something's just not adding up, trust your intuition, trust your wisdom. And there may even be some hidden gifts coming up or leveling up for you that you're even better equipped to trust that intuition. But one of the things I've been really leaning into personally, and hopefully some of you have been doing this as well, especially because we're well underway with our Mercury retrograde, which I had my notes here from last week, and then I kind of arranged some things, and now I can't find it. And now my sister's calling me. So let me just tell her we're live right now. Hey, can't talk. I'm live right now. What do you want? Oh, I just pushed live at 6:02 p.m. and everybody on the live stream is hearing me talk to you. So I love you. All right, bye. She wanted to know if I could watch her Rugrat. Well, I kind of can't right now because We're hanging out. Me and you, and you and you, and you. For all four of us that are here right now. um, so maybe there's a sign in that maybe someone, yeah, I would love to watch Hayden, my nephew, and that would be so much fun, but I'm otherwise indisposed. So yeah, maybe there's like a timing issue where someone puts it up an offer toward you and you're like, oh, actually I can't because I have to do this other thing. Whether it's enticing or not, I guess, would remain to be seen. But for those of you that are here, we now have 5 people. Let us know that you're here. Say hi. Say hi. I love to hear from you guys. I still have a bit of wet hair. I did like a deep conditioning, leave-in conditioner thing this weekend, and then I did like an oil treatment with the different oils that I have. And then today I'm like, I don't really feel like washing it, so we'll just kind of wet it, fluff it up, so it's kind of doing the thing it does. So we're just gonna pretend my hair looks all right tonight. It's very fuzzy in person. Let's just put it that way. But say hi. Let me know you're here. And I'm trying to think of a secret password. How about self-care will be tonight's password. Normally we do a number. I'm switching it up, you guys. You don't even know what's going on with me right now. We're switching it up. Put the words self-care in the chat, and that will let me know that you want me to pull you a Love Who You Are oracle card per your self-care and what you can focus on for self-care. Because self-care can mean a lot of things. Self-care can even be putting time, effort, love, and attention into your relationships. Not only with yourself, but others. Because for so many of us, think of this. You know, you can have all the money in the world, all the assets in the world, all the cool things going on in your life. But if you don't have the people to love you and support you and to share that joy with, it almost just feels like it falls flat. So really, our relationships really are some of our biggest wealth in life. And if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of personal relationships, then really nurture that relationship with yourself. But if you do have a parent, a sibling, a child, a significant other, a really great friend, you know, really lean into nurturing those connections. And of course, also your connections with yourself, because that is the relationship you're in every other relationship also. It's the common denominator between all yourself and all the other relationships is yourself. So making yourself the best version of yourself, not to prove anything to anybody, but just to feel really authentic with who you truly are at a spirit level is so important. All right. Well, I don't know if this is even going to last very long. We have 2 people here. Hi, John. It says we have 5 people, but I think 3 people are just being shy. Put a self-care, the word self-care in the chat, and I will pull you a card. So the first one I see is John. And I am trying a new strategy / tactic. I almost said tragedy, but strategy, tactic. I created the live stream about an hour before I went live just to see if that changes the way of doing things, because me doing it earlier in the day when I go live in the evening, it's not really doing anything for me. I don't know that this is either, but you know, we're rolling with it. Maybe I can go share it, but oh well, it's too late. So for John, don't quit your daydream. And the number 19 adds up to 10, adds up to a 1. So there might be an opportunity for you to dip back into your daydream, whatever that is. It could be a hobby. It could be the fact that you want this loving, amazing relationship. It could be all sorts of things. Whatever that is, don't give up on that daydream. Or where is it that your mind wanders when you're just kind of bored or hanging out? Where does your mind wander? Don't give up on that, whatever it is for you, John. Hi, Amber. Yeah, self-care is the passcode today. Brandy Lynn, let's get you a card. Ooh, it's right here. A little slippery, little bugger tonight. Love who you are with the number 1. So new beginning, new opportunity. Because it was a bit slippery, you know, I will be the first to admit it's not always easy to love who I am. And I'm sure each and every one of you have felt that way at a time or two, or maybe still do. So Brandy Lynn, even if you're like, oh, I wish I could change that about myself or fix that, or I wasn't so much this way, just love it, embrace it, do what you can to give yourself grace. It's amazing what just giving ourselves some grace can do. And sometimes it's not like we're spiritually bypassing the fact that maybe we flake out on our friends or always procrastinate, you know, our writing project. You know, whatever the case may be for you personally, Brandy Lynn, but don't beat yourself up. Just give yourself grace and then vow to yourself that next time you will do better in whatever regard, whatever area of life. But most importantly, where it comes to you and your relationship with yourself. All right. Oh, you're outside. You'll be back in a bit. All right. Well, Amber, your card just fell to the floor. And it's, oh, you get 2 cards. Ooh, these are beautiful. I didn't even read them yet. Look how stunning these cards are. Wow. All right, Amber, your self-care message is release expectations with the number 38, which adds up to 11. 11 is a very spiritual awakening kind of number, but it's also the number of partnerships. So release expectations surrounding partnerships. It doesn't just have to be your significant other. This could be you and a friend, you and your daughter, you and a pet, you know, any relationship, connection. Release that expectation in that partnership. And sometimes it's not, yes, boundaries are important, but when we expect this other person to do certain things, X, Y, and Z, we always and usually always are disappointed. But when you set the bar literally like on the floor, hey, you can't be disappointed. But again, have, you know, a very clear boundary. Like they will at least treat you with respect. They will, you know, cover the bases, right? But this to me also, mind your monkey business. This to me feels like monkey mind. Don't pay attention to any of that monkey mind chatter, entities getting into your thought stream, the collective consciousness trying to feed you an agenda, or, oh, you're not good enough because of X, Y, Z, whatever it is. Change it up with the number 14 here. 1 + 4 is 5. Change it up. Do not believe all these thoughts just barreling around in there. Just mind your own spirit business and let those thoughts and chatter just kind of ebb and flow out. Of course, if these are things that can help you, of course, heed whatever those thoughts or whatever are. But you'll know the difference between just negative talk that's not even you versus just all this collective noise and junk. All right, that was for Amber. Put the word self-care to get a card today. That's our secret passcode. Let's see. Hello, Diana. Welcome. Oh, you're still trying to learn self-care. I'm 58. I never had anyone teach me. Yeah, that's something, especially women in society, but men as well. I mean, men are like, just get out there and do all the hard work. So really, men and women both, and everyone in between and outside of, we all have these just high expectations that self-care just isn't, it's being selfish. No, it's actually being selfless when you take the utmost care of yourself, because then you show up as a better person for your job, for your friends, for your family, for your significant other, for your children, for yourself, right? So really, it's not selfish. It's very selfless to care for ourselves. And yes, I'm 42 and I'm still learning the tricks of the trade as far as self-care goes. So put the word self-care in the chat, Diana, and I'll pull you a card. All right. Oh, that's what I'm working on with Kashvi. I love it. Yeah, respect is walking out these days. Also, a lot of meltdowns and angry stomping tantrums. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, self-care for Brianna. Yep, I had 6 sons and they had to come first. Right. And it's so hard when you're a mom because, you know, you have this one screaming over here. This one needs help with their homework. This one over here has got a sports thing going on. Like, I don't know how people with more than 2, like I have 2 and I'm already like, oh my God, how do people with 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, the Duggars, how do people do it? I don't know, but you know, you get by, I think. And even just having my 2, I look back at their very early years and it just feels like a blur of just sleepless nights and a lot of laughs, a lot of giggles, a lot of fun, a lot of love. But I just was like a walking zombie with no sleep for a lot of that time. It was so hard, but so worth it in the end for sure. But now's the time, especially if you've got all, you know, not a lot of people dependent on you. And even if you still do, hey, take that time, schedule it in if you can. All right. Self-care for Brianna. Welcome, Miss Brianna. All right. Self-care. And your message is love who you are. And the number 1. So you do, and you do have opportunities coming up, Brianna, to really love who you are and be like, wow. And it's not like this vanity, like, oh, I'm so amazing. Like, yes, you are, but it's not in a vain or egotistical kind of way. This is a wow. I really am aligning and becoming my spirit. And this feels amazing. And I love myself. Like, there's going to be an opportunity coming up for you, Brianna, to really feel like you love yourself and do the things, whatever that looks like self-care wise. For some reason, Brianna, for you, I'm directed to just grab a self-care message out of my Complete Guide to Self-Care book, which I always like to do divination with this, so it's fun. So let's just pull a page for Brianna. Limiting screen time. So for you, self-care is going to look like just unplugging, unwinding, and that is the best gift I gave myself this summer. Is I'm down to less than about And today it's even less. Like I give myself max of about 25 minutes of screen time. That includes answering emails right now. Like that's how little I'm even on a screen these days. And it feels so good. I noticed, because this is the thing, you guys know me, I will Google things, or I use Google as a crutch, which many of us do. But I was walking with my husband. I left my phone in the car because I'm just trying to keep it off of me as much as possible while the kids were at their golf class last night. And I was trying to remember the name of the crystal that's created when lightning strikes sand, and then the silica and the lightning and the sand all become a crystal in the path of the lightning. And I'm like, it took me less than 5 to 10 seconds to come up with the name, where normally I'd have just reached for my phone and Googled it. And it's fulgurite, by the way. It's called fulgurite. I remembered it within like just giving myself the space to just tune in without having to go to Google. And there it was. I was like, yes. But there's other things I've looked up lately. I'm like, I can't remember how many ounces is in, whatever. And then I'm like, I was like itching to go to Google. I'm like, no, 3 little T's make 1 big T. I remember my home ec teacher in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade would always say that when we were doing our cooking. So it was something to do with, like pints, or I can't remember what I was doing, but this was like a couple weeks back. But I was like so proud of myself that I didn't go to Google when I really wanted to. And then the answer just came to me when I just gave up the ghost, said, no, I'm not going to Google. Boom, there it was. So maybe just stepping back from Googling or just having this urge to Google, Brianna, will really help you in loving who you are. I love it. All right. Self-care for Kashfi. Let's get Kashfi a message. Ooh. We got a lot going on. So it's chaotic energy. So Kashfi definitely means maybe a nap or some rest or a break from, I don't know if she does screen time. That would benefit. Getting closer to nature, I see. And then trust your wings with a beautiful dragonfly. I love that. And then number 2. So trust your wings, but have respect for your mom and your dad, but especially your mom, Kashfi, but trust your wings. Allow yourself to try something and maybe not be very good at it. Maybe you're trying something creatively and at first you're not very good at it, but try it again. Maybe you will be better the next time, something like this. So trust your wings, try new things. All right. Great message, because I want to read and write right now. I need to create. I love it. Yes. And sometimes we can just disconnect from all the outside chatter and noise and content, consuming information, consuming food, consuming other people's chatter. Sometimes the biggest light bulbs can go off for us and creative breakthroughs. I can't even. It's amazing. Yes. All right. So did Diana? Yes, Diana, let's get you a message. Self-care message for Diana, tuning into Diana's true spirit. And we have honor your wisdom. And this was the card that came in for when Wrigley pulled it today. So what I said at the beginning, if you were not here for that, Diana, go watch that. There might be some even more relevant information. But this really is about trusting your intuition, honoring, like we've been saying, this is kind of a theme right now. Instead of just going to Google for the answer, just sit with it. And so it's kind of uncomfortable when you just want to get your fingers Googling on the Google machine. Sorry, my lighting keeps changing, so I'm gonna, I don't know. That's very bright. But yes, trust that intuition. Allow that discomfort to kind of rise up. And with that rising up may come the answer. But there is this element of healing, recognition, maybe some abundance coming in that's been held up or kept from you, either karmically, energetically, physically, for some reason. Money, abundance, resources are coming your way. Amazing message for you, Diana. All right. So I think that's all. Unless anyone's just joining us, put the word self-care in the chat. And I didn't miss anyone, did I? Let me know if I missed you. Put the word self-care in the chat, and I will pull you a card. But for everybody watching, collective self-care message, collective. It's going to be on the page right on this side. Sunlight. Get some sunlight. Of course, safe sunlight. Early morning, later in the evening are best, just speaking. So in addition to lifting your mood and fighting stress, sunlight exposure also gives you a boost of vitamin D. Especially for my melanated friends out there, get that boost of vitamin D. Me as a redhead, like my body produces vitamin D because I will burn in the sun if I try to get all the vitamin D from the sun. So my body had this innate intelligence to be able to up the dose of vitamin D that my own body will produce for itself, which is kind of like a miracle. Like I'm still like, when I learned that, I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. Because I used to like hide from the sun like a vampire because I was afraid I was going to get cancer because my mom's dad died from melanoma and he was a redhead. And I've just had that like, and my dad's mom was a redhead and she was a nurse and taught nursing for like 65 years. She taught nursing for 65 years. And she was always like, Amanda, you need to never go in the sun. And if you do, you better slather it on and you better. So I was terrified up until about my spiritual awakening time, about age 34. And I don't use anything. I'm very smart about when I'm out in the sun. And, if the UV index is above a certain point, but I don't use sunscreen. And I used to. And then, of course, when I was a kid, I burned like crazy because I had to be out there because I had to keep up with all my friends, right? And I'm such a nature girl that I wanted to be out. But this is the thing. Moderate exposure to sunlight can also help prevent certain cancers. And there's a certain element of maybe deception or possible flat out lies that we've been told about the sun and certain cancers and what have you. And we all know that a lot of the commercial products, sunscreens, are gonna actually be the ones causing you the cancer, not the sun itself. So be very mindful. It's like carrot something. Oh gosh, it's been so many years, but I was gonna look into this way back and then I never did. Carrot oil or something like that. Look into natural sunscreen or natural sun cancer prevention, something like this. Look it up. Anyway, what else? Yes, in it, sun exposure may improve some autoimmune conditions. To gain these benefits, you only need 5 to 15 minutes of sunlight on your hands, arms, and face 2 to 3 times a week. You can get a little bit more. That'd be awesome. But as little as that much is what the book is saying. So go get yourself some sunlight. And it's so funny. It is hilarious because I almost had for the phrase fun in the sun. I almost said that, but I'm like, well, what does that have to do with anything? I really wished I'd have said that instead of self-care, because then this message would have come completely full circle and I'd have died. I wish I could have shared it. I wish I could have said that out loud at first. You guys just have to take my word for it, but that's what I was going to say. Let me get this back. We're going. Okay. Sure, the back of my hair looks just lovely right now. It's all fuzzed out. All right, Katie. All right, if you're just joining us, I almost said fun in the sun. Put self-care in the chat and I'll pull you a 1 card. And then we're going to move into, we had a donation come in. Let's see. What's going on here? I will update what's going on. Apparently this computer is taking a sweet time. Self-care from Diana for $3. Thank you for that. And we also have Brianna with a 1-card pull. So Brianna will be kicking us off. All right, Katie R. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. Katie R. All right, it keeps trying to give an ad, and I say, no, skip ads. I never want ads on my live streams, but there it is. So apologies, you guys. I've said to turn it off, and it still puts it on. So I don't know what to do to make it stop. Self-care for Katie R. And we have Tend the Fragile and the number 27, which adds up to a 9. There's this very purposeful burst of like finishings before starting something new coming for you. So, excuse me. So maybe you're cleansing, like burping, like cleansing, purging, decluttering, detoxifying yourself in some way. And it does say tend the fragile. So the things maybe you've been putting off, that difficult conversation or expressing yourself to somebody and you're afraid how thing that you say, tend to the fragile. And if there are wounds, traumas, of course, tread lightly. You don't have to dive into shadow work if you're just not feeling it. But if there's something close to the surface, now is the time to tend to the fragile for you, Katie. All right. Jessica. Oh, you're redheaded. You didn't know that. Yeah. We got a superpower. That, and we also need more anesthesia. So fun fact, if you get any kind of dental work or surgery, I had a breast biopsy a few years back, and it was the most painful thing. She dosed me up, and I said, I'm a redhead. I'm going to need more anesthesia. And she kind of just laughed. And then she goes in with it was like a punch biopsy. So they take this it's like a circular thing. It just takes a big chunky hole out of your skin. And I almost screamed. It hurt so bad. I'm just like, but also we have a higher pain tolerance, but we also need more anesthesia. So fun fact for you, Diana. Oh, you're detoxing a bit. Nice. Yeah, just be sure that your detox pathways are clear. Do your dry brushing. What's another way to clear your detox? Get lymphatic massage, lymph system. Jump on a trampoline or rebounder. Get that lymph going. Another way to open your detox pathways. You can Google it. Those are just a few off the top of my head that I'm recalling right now. But if you are having detox symptoms or kind of like a flu-like symptom or really like tired, lethargic, that could be that the detox you're doing isn't making its way out of your body. Also an Epsom salt bath is amazing for detoxing through your skin. Sweating of any kind, red light therapy, these are all really amazing things to detox. Oh, this must be a collective message because I wasn't asking for anyone specific. Stand tall with the number 23. So number 23, 2 + 3 adds up to a 5. Big changes coming to your confidence, all of you watching right now or on the replay. Collective message, stand tall. And especially around your family tree, people who know you as this little rugrat that just, never got things right, or were always, too loud or too this or too that. Who cares? Stand tall. You deserve to stand in your amazingness. All right. I'm missing someone here. Let me make sure. So we got Katie Art. Let's get Jessica's self-care message. Jessica. And we have here, become an alchemist with the number 37. You can also Google these numbers that I'm giving you and like the angel number of it or spiritual meaning of that number and get a further message if you feel so inclined. But the number 37 adds up to a 10, a new beginning where you can become an alchemist. So you really are leveling up. That's what that pink sign says. There. You can almost see it. Not quite, but trust me, it says level up. But you are leveling up, bringing more of your spiritual gifts, physical gifts, hidden talents online for you, Jessica, that you have access to coming up. Or maybe even right now. And those are looking like koi fish, kind of. I don't know. Is that a koi fish? I don't know. Whatever kind of fish that is, you can look up that symbolism as well. And all of you that have gotten any cards, if anything stood out to you on the card, look up that symbolism to add to your message. And you can go do your own homework on that. I always encourage doing homework to get a deeper message. All right, Lucina, welcome. Let's get you a card, my dear. And we are having Don't Quit Your Daydream with the number 19 for Lucina. So even if you put that daydream on the back burner, or it's something you don't really allow yourself to think about because you're too busy or you're stressed out or whatever, wherever your mind wanders or the things you dream about at night that you're just like, oh, I wish that wasn't a dream. Bring these things up to the surface in your waking state and try to make those dreams a reality. Don't just make a wish, make it happen, as our friend, dear Just Sandy, always says. And to make a wish happen, we have to take some action. So maybe there's some action you can take, Lucina, that will bring you closer to your daydreams. All right. You're so welcome, Katie. Absolutely. I burn in the sun no matter what. I used to be that way, and I don't know what it's been since my spiritual awakening. I don't know if we can see what's going on. Sorry. Flashing alert. Okay. Maybe. Can we get a glimpse of this? This isn't the best shirt, but I don't want to disrobe on live stream, but let's just see. Okay. And I swear it's not a sunburn. Can we see a tan line? I've been tanning. Not like purposely, but here. Can you see? Or am I just making things up? I can totally see it in person, but it's just not really. Oh, there we go. Kind of. You can kind of see it. This is like normally I wear like tank tops a lot when I'm out walking and in the sun and what have you. Sorry for the flash of my shoulder. How scandalous Amanda's being today. But yes, I'm just really careful about when I'm out. But when I'm out in those early morning, later evening, I've been tanning. And this to me is the tannest I've ever been. Especially on my upper arms. I don't know what is. I'm like, tan. I mean, I hold myself up to my kids or my husband and I still look pretty on the white side. But hey, for me, this is tan. Yeah, I normally used to burn too. I think the difference is because I put shields of protection around myself that allow the good in, but not the bad. So you can maybe make a practice of that, especially when you go out in the sun and just see if that helps or makes any kind of difference. Oh, you haven't done a lymphatic massage in a while. Yeah, they are so good. Good tips. Yeah. Been seeing tens everywhere. Thank you for the card. You're so welcome. Clutches, pearls, and faints. Scandalous. She's being so scandalous. All right. Well, I think that's the end of our free one card poll. But don't go anywhere because we still have a giveaway and a drawing. Yeah, the sun is changing. I know when I was a kid, the sun was yellow. And little kids to this day still draw the sun as yellow. So maybe, this is my theory, maybe the sun itself didn't change, but our perception of it maybe changed. But the sun, I think it did change. I admit, and I think you're right on that, John. But maybe the kids, little kids who are closer to spirit, can actually see the real sun, which is more of a yellow hue. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I think you were 37. Were you the one with the koi fish card? I know that was a number 37. Maybe you weren't. What was your card? Were you love who you are? Yeah, two suns. I've seen them. I've seen them through clouds where you can see the one like very bright and then there's one right off to the side. And it almost looks like the moon right next to it when the moon is not out. It's insane. Yes, I've seen it with my own eyes. And of course, you can go all over the internet and YouTube and find two suns, people taking videos or pictures of two suns. Isn't it insane? I saw it. The first time I ever saw it with my own eyes was driving up on New Year's Eve of 2016 for my best friend John's funeral. I knew somehow, some way, he allowed me to see it. I was just like, oh my God. And yeah, I see it all the time since then. But that first time is a trip. Because you can see all these videos. Oh, there's two suns. And, like, you're like, oh, maybe they photoshopped it. But, like, I don't know. It feels authentic. But when you see it with your own eyes, it's the trippiest thing ever. Just, I mean, of course, if you're going to be out there sun gazing, do it really early in the morning when the sun's just up or in the evening when it's going down. And especially around here during fire season, they try to spray all the, trails in the sky to cover out or blot out the sun. But because the fire smoke does something to it, it almost acts as yet another veil, but a veil to their veil, which cancels out a veil. And you can see it a lot, very often. But here's the thing. I think you also have to have the eyes to see, because I was with a friend of mine and we were looking at the sunset. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm like, hey, look at the sun right now. She goes, oh my God, it's like magenta. I'm like, but look to the left. And she looks, she goes, oh, that cool cloud. I'm like, she doesn't see it. She doesn't see it. Yeah. So only those with eyes to see can see it. That's what's crazy. But when we see it, we see it. Let's see. Wow, a town on a redhead. Let me see. If I don't remember what your number was, can you recall what your card was? If it was Become an Alchemist, that's it. I want to say that was someone else's card, though. Well, if I can't find it, Diana, you can just go rewatch, like, on 2x speed to get to your card, like, reverse or rewind this live stream, and you can find it. It should be pretty easy. Yeah, it's a gift for the gifted. That's what I say. And it's so trippy to just be knowing I can see it and me looking crazy if I try to point out, like, there's two suns. I'm like, no, there's clearly one. What are you talking about? No, there are two. And there's one, there's two. Plain as day, plain as I'm seeing the two eyeballs in this person's face next to me, but they just don't see it. So I didn't, of course, tell her, oh, there's two suns, because obviously I don't want to look crazy. I mean, normally, I just don't care anymore. Like, I'll say, well, I see two. I don't care anymore. If I look crazy or not, I just, whatever. Whatever. But back in the day, I'm like, oh, she's going to think I'm crazy if I say anything. So I didn't say anything. And this was years ago, like 7 years ago. It was a while. All right. So let's get into Brianna's message for not a free one card poll, a one card poll she donated for. Channel what I need to hear for my highest good. We're going to be using the lovely ladies. The death card is on the back of the deck. I'm just feeling that more as transformation, not necessarily that is your message, but it's like you're purposely leaving one version of yourself behind to allow more to come. Oh, the owl. That was number 17, the star card. That's how I remember. Yes, it was the number 17. So you can look up the number 17, and then 1 + 7 is 8, which is about taking action, about financial money coming in. News, travel is also associated with the number 8. But look up the number 17 because it also has a significance. Yes, to the death, to the trap version of myself. Oh, and I saw her rib cage. You know, a cage is something that holds or contains something. So you're breaking out of a cage, Brianna. Well, oh, I already have chills. Something good's coming in for you, Matt Queen. King of Pentacles. This is like financial, like maybe like lack mentality, scarcity mindset. Sorry about my lighting again. You guys know this time of day, it's very light belt. We got the light belt going again. Just pretend that's intentional. But yes, this is time to level up financially and scarcity mindsets. And let me just tell you guys, on Saturday, Saturn Day, I did a money reversal spell candle to reverse any blocks associated with money for all the true spirits out there. So if you're a true spirit, you're a true spirit, you're a true spirit. Hopefully this also works for you. I lit one of the financial reversal candles that I created myself, and I did a spell, and my friend Jessa anchored in the energy with her siren sea energy. She's so strong with anchoring and amplifying. She's basically like the quartz crystal of a spell. She amplifies it for me. So I just did it for the spirit collective. So those out there with a true spirit, that collective, there's been a bunch of like a reversal of energy where karmic cloaked energies targeting entity attacks on your money lifted. So if you guys start to see a bump up in your financial stuff, let me know. I just did it for all the true spirits out there that want to claim it. So it's available. And hopefully myself is included in that. That would be awesome. But yes, Brianna. And then we have the Hermit. So there might be some things you have in the works or planning, or you're just feeling the need to just kind of pull back and not really tell people even about your financial decisions, your business plans, even your just like personal goals. You're kind of keeping them close to the chest. You're just like, I mean, there may be, you know, that inner circle is definitely allowed to know, because we do need that support. It's very important to have at least one wingman or two, you know, very close inner circle type people for support. That's always amazing. But as far as extended family, acquaintances, people on Facebook, you know, you get the gist. They do not need to know. It's not their business. And in fact, a lot of times when people know your business in lots of regards, they can send you curses and attacks just by thinking negatively about you without even meaning to send you a curse or attack. So keep a lot of what you're got planned close to the chest, because there's some big level up coming for you very soon. I'm feeling the need to go to this astrology deck. Anything else Brianna needs to know? KDR claims it. Love it. Aquarius, the visionary. Yeah, this is not even about dreaming within the realm of possibility for what's 3D materialistically possible for your finances. But this is you maybe even doing some of your own spell work regarding your finances and lifting any kind of lack mentalities, curses, like generational curses around wealth, vows of poverty you may have taken in a past life or a parallel life, or, you know, many, many, many lives ago that's still somehow affecting you in this life. Get rid of it. You have the ability. Tuesdays and Saturdays are the best days to reverse or clear karma or return to sender. But I don't even return that energy back to sender, because energy is energy. They could ramp it up and send it back at you negative again. I just recycle that energy right back to source. So when I do a reversal candle, really what I'm doing is sending that energy back to source to be recycled for the highest good of all involved. So somehow, some way that energy makes it back to them, maybe it will make them smile and they'll leave you alone in the future, you know, kind of something like that. Because this whole evil eye thing and return to sender, I mean, when does it end? Because it just keeps bouncing like a basketball, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yes, it's about transmuting it. Alchemy. I love that. Alchemize that energy. And here's the thing. If anyone's sending you energy, negative or otherwise, especially if it's negative, they still sent you energy. Maybe say thank you and alchemize, transmute that energy. You can use the cauldron method that's in John Creeder's book. John Creeder, he's on YouTube. I think he uses a lot of robot voices, but it's called the Vampire's Way, or Way to Psychic Self-Defense. And I think maybe I didn't put all capitals on the first letters of those, but you know what I'm saying. And it's by John Kreiter. and it's on Google. It's worth its weight in gold. That book alone has helped me not just, be in this shield the whole time in my life, but like I was talking about, putting that shield up when I'm in the sun or, whatever, to allow good things in and bad things not penetrate. But I allow the bad things to come in to alchemize, transmute, and then either return to source or basically alchemize to something positive. So it's very, very beneficial knowledge in that book. I'm going to set a spell that all the energy I encounter will automatically be alchemized from my head. Do it! We are the most creative beings on this planet. Do it, do it, do it. Do it. Yes. Big yes. Okay, closing statement for Brianna. What else does she need to know for her highest good? And you have that ability to transmute and alchemize. You are, yes. And especially around the equinox coming up, the fall or autumn equinox. Especially that day specifically, do a big spell for your abundance and harvest. Seasonal harvest is coming up. I want to say somewhere between September 19th through the 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there is usually the fall equinox. Check your calendars, mark your calendars, all of you. But of course also Brianna, because this is her reading. But it feels, especially this coming autumn equinox, very potent time for any of us to claim what is ours. Because abundance really is our birthright. It's just been lied to, cheated on, and stolen from us from the time we were born. And they took a footprint of our soul, of our foot, and put it on paper. Like they claim our soul. Does that not creep you out? Why do they do these things? Why? Things that make you go, And the fact that they capitalize your birth name, give you a birth certificate and a social security card to say that you are property of the corporation of the United States of America. Crazy town. But there are ways you can reclaim your sovereignty. Break those contracts that you've made that you didn't even make. Your parents birthed you, and that's just what people do. Get you a birth certificate, get you a social security card, get you in the system, give your soul of your footprint on paper to be registered somewhere, and they prick your blood and store that somewhere as well. Creepy factor off the charts. What are they doing with all this stuff? Well, we know. We ain't putting up with it anymore. And yes, I said ain't. I know that's not grammatically correct, but I am pissed. I'm just over it. I'm claiming my sovereignty back. And you can too, and all of us can. We just need to know that we can, and then we just need to be diligent about anything that is trying to bring us down and say, no, not today, Satan. At all. Not at all. All right. So I hope that resonated, Brianna. That's some potent stuff right there, especially between now and the next month and a half. Really amp up your ritual work, your spell work, all the fun things, and especially the day of, depending what day of the week it is, even if it's on a day that's maybe not going to, allegedly, planetary wise or moon phase wise give you the best benefit, do not consent, because you are a powerful spirit. Yeah, not soul, spirit. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, because a soul, for those of you in the back that maybe have not heard me say this, and of course, if you don't resonate, you don't have to claim this, but this is just something that hit me to my spirit, to my core, that a soul is just the other side of the coin of the ego. And the soul is basically what holds or is part of the Akashic records. And the Akashic records, the soul, the ego, they do not exist outside this matrix system. So if you want to get to the truth, the authentic part of who you actually are, it's your spirit. Yes, you can clear soul contracts. That's going to benefit you, obviously, because we're still in this matrix system. I mean, at least most of us, I think, are at least kind of sort of residing in here. Even if we are connected outside, we're still kind of inside. We're like the ghost in the machine, if you will. But yeah, we still have that soul kind of dragging us along. So clearing soul contracts, all that can benefit you. But if you want to connect to your soul, it may just be leading you in a cul-de-sac. You want to connect to your spirit, because that's what's part of the original source creator outside this matrix, that's beyond this little snow globe of what we think reality is. When I think of the matrix as a snow globe sitting on my desk. You shake it up, you look at it, it's cool, whatever. But the reality of what actually is real life, we can zoom out, would be everything outside that snow globe. But when you're in the snow globe contained in the glass, it's very difficult to reach out, especially physically. Energetically, though, you can. If you have the power and the tools and the wherewithal to do it, you can. That's what we're here to do, I think, so many of us, is to wake up so we can exist outside this matrix and pull ourselves out. Pull the consciousness that is currently in this body out of this matrix system so we can get the hell out of here. Because, just personal opinion, I don't think there's any making this existing system, world, reality better. We have to just transcend and move beyond, because this is like a train. It's like in that Back to the Future 3 where the train's about to go off the tracks. There's no stopping it. Like, it's gonna go off the tracks. But we can make the most of it and transcend and alchemize, transmute, and try to live our best lives while on a runaway train that's on fire and very toxic. No, you just have to find your tribe and secretly be out. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like be the ghost in the machine. Be in the world, but not of it. And you can watch all the world crumble around you, and you're living your best life. It's possible. But there is no just fixing everything that's chaotically going on here. I mean, the fact that we, in the year 2024, Gregorian calendar year 2024, are still going to war and killing people for this reason or that, should let you know this is not an evolved or a spiritual place to be. That alone. The song Runaway Train has been stuck in my mind for months. Oh, well, there's yet another nod for your song. Isn't that Bon Jovi? I want to say that's Bon Jovi. I could be wrong, though. I think that's who it is. I want to say that's... Yeah, that song was on a mixtape my friend made me. We used to pretend we were radio people, and we'd have our little shtick, and we'd talk, and then we'd record songs from our own personal tape collections for each other. And then when we go to, this was in 7th grade, and then back in 1993, and then I would over the weekend I'd create like a radio show, like one side of a 1-hour tape for her with maybe 6 songs or so on it, and then me talking in between each song like I was a radio person. And then she did the same thing, and she recorded that song on one of her mixtapes for me. And it's always that song. And John Cicada, do you guys remember him? And the song was called If You Go. That was a song. I got chills right now. Maybe you guys need to watch that. I don't know why. John Cicada. It's a beautiful song if you've never heard it. I think it's Jon Cicada. It's an amazing song. I don't know that I've ever seen the music video, if there is one. But I remember that she recorded also that song for me, and I was like, this is beautiful. Yeah. And so many of those tapes back in the day, I would get from Columbia House. Remember, 12 CDs for $1, or 12 CDs for a penny, or 12 tapes for a penny before CDs were a thing. Oh my gosh, memory lane. I'm sure all of us have outstanding debt to Columbia House. Because I signed up as Amanda Kiefer, Mandy Kiefer, Amanda Sue Kiefer. Why? Anyone else? My sister also signed up. My brother, my mom, we had all the tapes. But that first deal is so good. And then they hook you in that every month they're going to send you a tape, and then you either like it or keep it, or you send it back. It was such a weird system. Everybody owes Columbia House. Mark my bingo card that Columbia House is coming back with a vengeance. Forget about Easter and what they had going on in the early 2000s. Columbia House is making a comeback. Calling me out. I'm just having too much fun with you guys tonight. This is fun. Happy Wednesday, Banana Anna S. Hello. Well, you're just in time for the giveaway and the drawing, because we've reached that time in our live stream. I think. I'm pretty sure we don't need another donation. No, we are caught up. All right, let's get into our giveaway. So all you have to do, if you're new here, you don't know how this giveaway works, all you have to do is be, aware enough of what cards are in a tarot deck, and you're going to use your intuition or guess or determine what card I just pulled out. Ooh, neat. Okay, ooh, did I show you? No, it's this one. I almost showed you guys on accident. So go ahead, and you can guess as many times as you want. Just shout them out. Oh, you donated. For some reason, I'm not seeing it pop up. Weird. Well, I will log in and check that once we're done with this little portion, Katie. Sorry about that. It's not popping up in my email. Let me refresh. Maybe that'll help. Nope, still not popping up. Sometimes it doesn't go through. Maybe just double check that it went through. I'll check on my end as well when we're done with our giveaway. Oh, someone was really close. Right suit, wrong number. Right suit, wrong number. So there's a hint for you. But you were very close numerically. Very close. Okay. And if we're not going, I'll narrow it down. Okay, it's a pentacle. It's a pentacle. Lots of pentacle guesses, but no one guessed this one yet, or determined, or used their intuition. Oh, you're so close. It's a pentacle. 8 of Pentacles. John has won. John was the first one I saw right there. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. John, you have won the giveaway today. By a hair, because everybody else was coming for your win there. Right on your heels. But on my end, John wrote 8 of Pen 6, but I'm giving it to you. I knew you meant Pentacles because you're trying to get that answer in there. I could feel it. Energetically, you're like, oh, let me type it in. You won. All right, John, that's awesome. And we have 8 people, so put an 888 in the chat, and I will write your name on a piece of paper and enter you into the drawing before we pull tonight's winner from there. And even if we don't pull your name tonight, guess what? Your name will still be in the bag, or if I ever do upgrade the vessel we put things in, it'll be in there until we pull it out, or I just decide not to do this anymore. Whichever one comes first. All right. So let's cut this wording off so we can get ourselves some slips of paper to write our entries in tonight. Oh, I almost made it. Almost made a basket. I don't even know if this is half of the card. We're swollen with it. Okay. Here we go. 888 in the chat to be entered into tonight's and the perpetual drawing. You'll have a chance to win tonight and also in the future if you're not pulled tonight out of the hat or the pouch, whatever we're calling that thing these days. All right, we got lots of strips of paper. Now I need to find a pen. I took all my markers downstairs because I've been coloring in my adult coloring book and it's been fun. So I need to find a pen. Track down a pen. We are low on resources up here. I took all of it downstairs. So we're going to have to use a colored pencil. All right, so let me see. All right, so John has won. John, you can go ahead and post a question and also an 888. Amber is the first one I see. Amber 9 in. Okay, next, and I'll show you guys your name as they go in the pouch. I'm going to write them all out just to save us some time. That seems most time effective, time efficient. Katie R. Oh, I'm going to hold that better. Next, we have John. And next, we've got Kashvi. Okay, next we have, drumroll please, Brianna Degree. B Degree. Oh, kind of messed up that last E. There we go. It's still a little wonky. Oh well, I know what it says. That's what matters here. Okay, Banana Anna S. And let me scroll. And Brandy Lynn. Last call. Put an 888 in the chat. I am messing up Brandy Lynn's name because the paper keeps moving. Okay. We're going to enter everybody. Oh, I think Diana's a little bit behind our live here. So we have Brandy Lynn. Yes, I messed the name up, but I know what it means. I know what it says. Let me skip the ad because we don't need this kind of negativity in our lives. Banana Anna S. We have Brianna Degree. We have Kashvi. We have Amber 9 in. We have John and Katie R. John, Katie R. Try to fold them equally. Everybody had an equal chance here. All right. Twist, twist, twist. Oh, wait, before I draw, let's get Diana in there. Woo! Saved by the bell. I was about to draw. All right, Diana. Diana. So Diana, if you see this later, or just keep checking the live stream. If you are not on the live when I pull your name out of the pouch, I will leave a drawing winner and a timestamp. So all you have to do, you don't even have to watch each live stream, but just each one that you missed, just click on it and just check the pinned comment to see who the drawing winner was. If there's no drawing winner put there, that means they were present when they won. But if you find your name there, you can just click the timestamp, go directly to your drawing winner reading, and that's that. Very fun. So Diana Charbonneau, is that how I say that? I hope I'm saying that right. Charbonneau. Okay. Diana Charbonneau. All right, Diana's in. Saved by the bell. All right, here we go. Diana is in, and the winner is Crazy Tempest. Crazy Tempest hasn't been here in a hot minute, but we will pull a card for her. I'm going to zip it up, so if it spills, we're safe. We're safe. All right, so everybody who's here tonight, your name's still in there, and many of you have multiple names in here, obviously. So you know the drill. But each time I'm live, that I remember to do this. I think there was only one time I forgot because we got bombarded by trolls and I got all flustered. But every other time I do believe we've done that. The drawing. So yes, John. Okay, so the question for John is some more drama for y'all. I had to leave work because Miss K retaliated against me. I think I was going through the gauntlet and needed to leave anyway. Since then, I've met Mrs. R. I think I passed the test. I just want Kay to know. Wanted to know I'm on the right path. Oh no, you had to leave work? Like quit work or leave work for the day? Just let me know on that. Oh my gosh, though, that's so sad. What did she do to retaliate? Oh my gosh, that's horrible. At least be nice, right? All right, so John, let's just see. As far as, let's see if you're on the right path. As far as Mrs. R. Okay, we have Six of Swords. It's in reverse, so there's still maybe a bit of healing left to do. I don't know if you met Mrs. R online or, well, I guess the reverse of online would maybe be in person, but this could be like an online dating thing, or maybe you're communicating online, but there's healing here. But let's just tune into Mrs. R. John and Mrs. R. What's the energy between John and Mrs. R? Ooh, Ace of Swords. So there's definitely like a mental connection. Like, wow, we're on the same wavelength and you get what I'm trying to say. Like that kind of thing. But this is a yes. You are on the right path. Aces are always a yes. So you're on the right path. Trust your intuition. Oh my goodness. It's interesting, that thing with Miss K, because she seemed like she was into you. Like energetically, I could feel it. But then she said, oh, I don't date coworkers. But like, I'm curious to know what happened when she just retaliated and things went off the rails like that. But let's just see. Anything else John needs to know between the energy of him and Mrs. R? Page of Cups, new love. I like this a lot. This is like a complete surprise. She may be a little bit younger than you. Page of Cups is like younger energy, or maybe it's just very effervescent, very not naive, but like it's like fool energy, not like foolish, but like new lease on life. Like I'm taking a chance, but not in a frivolous, foolish, naive kind of way. Just very open-minded, I guess I could say. And Queen of Wands. So she is very sovereign. I don't know if she's been on her own quite a hot minute and maybe just isn't used to the whole dating world scene thing, but with this coming out and this coming out, this could be a connection here, John. This could be a connection. But to clarify, the underlying energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Just take it slow. Allow things to build. And it says here, sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. So lay the foundation. Put in the effort. Make her laugh. Do the flirting. Communicate, communicate, communicate. That's putting in the effort, putting in the work, and taking it slow. Because the one that precedes this is the Seven of Pentacles, about patience, nurturing a bond, nurturing whatever it is you're asking about, which is this possible relationship. Then putting in the work, and then what's the reward? The Nine of Pentacles, which is your hard work paying off, reaping what you've sown, getting your abundance and your bounty for the harvest. So I would like to say, just, take things slow, put in the effort, feel the vibe, and lean into it. But there's definitely like a sharp mental connection between you that you like. Maybe you're like the same movies or fandoms, or you're both spiritual. There's some sort of mental connection, but I think also it does go deeper. It came out when you did a reading about her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to see that for you. So let's see what else John needs to know about this connection with Miss R. If he's on the right path, what does he need to know? We have protect your boundaries. So this is, again, just maybe not jumping right into anything, just kind of feeling it out. Very slow and steady will win you the race. Seven of Pentacles mixed with Eight of Pentacles will equal your Nine of Pentacles. I like that a lot. And then the number 39. You might be seeing the number 39 a lot. I don't know if someone's 39 years old in this equation or something around age 39. But 3 plus 9 also equals 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Creative energy. Go do something together that's creative or collaborative. Maybe you're playing, putt-putt golf, or you are doing that like painting and wine class you can do, or taking some sort of class, doing something creative. Getting out in nature too could be a very creative and fun thing. And I got light on my face. One more card for John and Mrs. R, the energy between them. What does he need to know? But yeah, you're asking if you're on the right path. I think you are, but just slow and steady down that path. There's no need to trot down the path. Inspiration and courage. Yes. Be inspired, have the courage, but just don't need to rush anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight of candles or Eight of Wands on this card is kind of the opposite of what I just said about rushing. It's about having a quick connection, but that still doesn't mean you need to rush into moving in together, getting married, labeling things. Just maybe hanging out as friends and flirting a bit, seeing how the vibe catches each of you, if that's a thing for you. And you may even find with her, she's the one who's kind of like flirting and really giving you very overt clues that, yes, I am into you. Please do ask me out. And when you're getting those very overt flirtings, feel free to then ask her out, which I'm sure she will be more than happy to give you those signs when the time is right. So if you're not getting those signs yet, just be patient, because they will be definitely on the way. If you keep building this friendship, this relationship, this connection, it will definitely blossom and bloom. But we can't rush that nature when it's comes to blossoming and blooming. Can't rush it. All right. Yeah. You have a lot in common. I love that. Awesome. Well, I say you're on the right track. Slow and steady. Communicate. If you have each other's numbers, send fun memes and things that stuff she's interested in. And this is a thing. Here, I pulled the devil card as I'm trying to give you this advice, and this, yes, exactly. Don't take that conventional, when they text you, wait 3 hours or 3 days or 3 weeks, or use your intuition instead. Don't try to play by the playbook of, I'm looking too desperate, or I need to make her squirm. None of that. Just follow intuition. And I thought a card fell to the floor, but I guess it didn't. Apparently I'm losing my mind. I'll probably find it in 3 days, bent in half somewhere. All right. You have a lot in common. I love that though, because like my husband and I, we had enough in common when we met that we could build on that as friends. And I was so not in the market for a boyfriend when I met him, but the chemistry between us was undeniable. So even though I was not looking for a rebound or a boyfriend, when I met him in November, December, January, I waited 2 months before I'm like, yes, let's date, because I didn't want him to be a rebound, because he felt that special to me that I just couldn't have him be a rebound. I don't want to close your reading out yet. I want to get some advice for you, between you and Mrs. R, especially you toward her. John toward Miss R. His advice. Make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes. Miss K, leave those mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. Yes. Of course, if you're still wounded and licking your wounds from the hurt of Miss K, allow yourself to feel through that. Or anger if you're mad that she did what she did because you had to quit your job or leave your job. That sucks. Hard to explain. She wouldn't talk to me and needed to. Yes, I met Mrs. R online and I think she's awesome. Okay, this just feels more in alignment. But what's weird about the Miss K thing is like mixed signals much because energetically she was feeling it. But then, you said, hey, want to go out? And then she's like, oh, I don't date coworkers. And then downward spiral. Like, what happened? Like, but this is the thing. Somehow, some way, it feels to me, even though Miss K and Miss R have nothing to do with each other, it feels to me that one led you to the other. So I guess maybe think, Miss K, that you could bow out and, yeah, maybe you're unemployed again, but somehow, some way, something, because you are unemployed, or did you maybe move to a different job? Let's just tune into your future job prospects or the future of your next job, or, energetically into your job in the future. The Empress. So you're going to be able to manifest another job. So, especially when you're in your feminine energy. And Six of Wands is victory. So there's another job. So I know it's stressful to have to leave a job, and especially if you didn't have one lined up. It's like, but yeah, she's witchy and everything. I had that feeling too. I think the events were connected. Absolutely. I love that. I really do love that. But as far as the job, I want one more card for John. I know we're going a little in depth, but I feel like we need to take care of John tonight and help him out here. All right, I must have shuffled upside down. Yes, I did. So it came out affirmation for positive change. It came in reverse, but this is like the Six of Swords or the Three of Wands mixed together. So it's about finally taking action. And the fact it came out in reverse is just take all the action you need to get back on that horse with work. Get applications, resumes, all those things. Check in, don't like annoy people with, checking in every 30 minutes or anything, but, do your due diligence to get yourself back out there pounding the pavement and securing that next bag for yourself, because that job will definitely be coming in and it will be a positive change. And this to me feels like an abundance of coworkers. So not just one or two, but like at least 5 or more coworkers, and like a very friendly vibe, like the friend vibe. It's like that vibe I was picking up before for you for the job that you just got. But that vibe feels like maybe somehow it's for this next one, and somehow I misread the energy as the phone store energy. Does that make sense? Like your next job feels much more like I actually like these people enough to hang out with them outside of work kind of thing. Like that's what your next job feels like to me. So hopefully that comes for you sooner than later. We're rooting for you, John. Always, always. Well, congrats again on winning the giveaway. And now we still have Crazy Tempest. Don't let me forget to do Crazy Tempest, but we do have money coming in from Katie. She would like a positive message from her true inner self. Let's take a drink of water. Hydrate. That might be a message to you because I just felt the need. There's a message in everything. Hydrate, Katie. And that's also another way to clear the toxins, is you can pee them out by drinking lots of water. Keep that flowing. Keep it going. But if you're drinking tons and tons of water, make sure you're restoring your electrolytes and your salt and all that. Because sometimes if you really up your water intake and you don't do, and you're detoxing, your minerals can get unbalanced. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading with fasting and minerals and amino acids and detoxing and all the fun things. So hit me up if you want to know anything. I don't know everything, but I'm like a student of life when it comes to health and spirituality and crystals and all the things I'm interested in. I just want to know all the things. That was weird. I heard like this computer's like click, 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 click. Wait, trying to think, trying to compute something. So for some reason I picked up this advice deck. So we're going to start there. A positive message from Katie's true inner self. And that click, 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 maybe something's just not clicking for you right now, but it will click very soon. Your true spirit, your true inner self is going to bring like this epiphany moment for you. So it says, it's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase. Level up, level up, level up. The next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. So prepare. Prepare for this new energy to come in by clearing out the old. You're already kind of doing that with the detoxing you're doing to your body. That makes room for like your mitochondria and your cells to power up and heal you and clear you and cleanse you and heal you. All the fun things, all the good things. Plus, clearing your another way you can help yourself with any like toxicities is to clean up your your body care and ditch all your Glade plugins and Bath and Body Works things that all the things that have phthalates and parabens that you're either breathing in or putting on your skin, your beauty products, your candles, your air fresheners, these things, even your laundry soap that you wash your clothing in. Make sure it's free of all the toxins. That's a really good way you can clean up your energy field even, but also help your health in many ways. But let's get some further guidance, information, wisdom from Katie's true inner self. Shuffling on my knee. Yes, I'm wearing pants. They're shorts, more specifically. Just for everyone that's just because I'm live doesn't mean that I'm not wearing pants. Got my legs out. All right. I'm very scandalous this live stream. I don't know what it is. Probably because it's pretty warm out there today. Not hot, mind you. It's pretty warm, not hot. Yeah. Jessica's dying with the scandal. Hi, Deepshika. Hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome, welcome. All right. Katie R. Message from her true spirit. Maybe you're feeling the need to just let something hang out a little bit. Maybe that's why I'm feeling all sorts of funny right now. Yes, positive message from her true inner self. Ooh, the Chariot, you're moving forward. You'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. And you're hitting that reset button. Budding. Budding. You are budding. A budding flower ready to bloom. I love that. Yeah, but this could be travel. This could be a new car, or maybe even cleaning out your car. Yes, PG-13. We're definitely not crossing into the R territory. I'm sorry to say. OnlyFans only, even though I've never had that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, there we go. So you are maybe cleaning out your car, washing your car, because fun fact, your car and the state of your car, it really does affect your Venus placement in your chart. So having a messy, dirty car can affect, I almost said infect, but it can affect your love life, whether you're single or married. Maybe if you're married and you have a messy car, you're having marital problems or bickering or just rubbing me the wrong way. Or if you're single, that person's just not coming into your life because you have a cluttered car. And again, feng shui and energy and all things Venus, even your home. But let me just this is a hot take. I know, maybe not everyone's going to agree with me, but if you have a car and it's a mess, it's more important for you to straighten out that car than it is even your house. I know that's a hot take. I know that's scandalous, but I said what I said. Clean your car. If your car's already clean, just tidy up a little bit. That's okay. I need to clean my car so bad right now. Okay, here's your to-do list. Top of your to-do list. No, I agree. Yeah, Jessica, me too. Yeah, Kapiel Raj did this whole 1 hour long thing about how your nakshatra, you should buy a car with the nakshatra of your moon sign sound, or even your ascendant sound. Well, mine's are Ha, which could be Honda. I don't own a Honda, which is sad. Or Po, Porsche. I'm not spending that kind of money. Look up nakshatra of your moon and your ascendant, and then look up the sounds associated with that nakshatra, which I have my handy dandy nakshatra book by Dennis Harness here. So does anybody off the top right now, I know we're on Katie's message, but we're just sidetracking a bit. We're going to get back to your message. But does anyone know their moon or ascendant nakshatra? Do you know what it is? Well, my moon is, Chitra's my ascendant, and I put right to it. So Chitra, ascendant. So the sounds are Pe, Po, Ra, Ro, or Re. So if a car make or model starts with those names, that's the one to get, which I own a Ford Explorer, so wah wah, joke's on me. But I keep my car as immaculate as I can with 2 boys, 13 and 9 years old, which is hard. Uttara Bhadrapada, let's look it up. That is in Pisces. Back. Okay. I have a Purva Bhadrapada Venus. That's how I know that Uttara Bhadrapada comes right after. Okay, so your words would be do, jam, jna, or tha. I can't think any off the top of my head that are these sounds. Yes, Pisces. Yeah. Well, it's fun. It's fun to just know these little tips and tricks. But anyway, back to Katie's reading. Any other positive messages from her inner self? Yeah, it's time to clean out the car for sure. That will really help the energy flow. Even during a Mercury retrograde, your energy will start really flowing and things, that good, new, positive, new beginning, reset button energy will start before Mercury's even back direct. Then we also have the Page of Wands. Yes, new beginnings, new energy, ideas, epiphanies, aha moments. And it says, just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. But you're ready to put in the work on something, to go the distance with something very soon. Very Ace of Wands energy here as well. So it could even be like passion ignited in your life with possible significant other. You just never know. But she's decorating with roses here almost, it looks like. Almost allowing them to float around her. But it almost reminds me of the rose on the Beauty and the Beast. And didn't I say earlier about you like blossoming or blooming or something? When we read this card, I can't remember if that was you specifically. Remind me if I did or didn't. But it's almost like you personally, Katie, might at times feel like, well, time's running out for me in love, or time's running out for me in my career, or these big dreams and goals I have in life. But no, it's not running out. It's actually amping up to really explode in the best possible way for this new beginning. All right. Closing arguments, closing statements for Katie. Anything else she needs to know? Positive message from her true inner self, please, Spirit. Rebirth and reinvention. We're repeating ourselves at this point. You can't make this up. Take a screenshot of this, Katie, if you want to. I'll hold it up. My ugly mug out of the way. Just kidding. I know I'm not ugly, but you know. Boom. Can we get any more clear about that? And maybe even cleansing in pure natural water. Even if you can only dip your toes in because it's too cold or you're scared or, whatever reason, or it's hard to get to, you can dip your toes in natural water. A bath or shower would be your next best thing. Bath or shower would even be better than like a public pool or whatever. But a natural pool, like a lake, an ocean, a river, a stream, a creek, a pond. Rain? Let it rain on you. Don't allow the wind and the trampoline to take you for a ride, though, if you're out in the wind. If you missed that story time, that was last Wednesday, I think, or was it the Wednesday? I don't remember. Yeah, it had to have been last Wednesday because that was the Wednesday after the storm. We had a big storm here, and I went flying, holding onto my trampoline. It was 109 degrees, 109 mile per hour winds. I was out in my yard right after that live stream. And then I checked in with you guys the Wednesday after that live stream and told you all about it. If you weren't there, holy cow, it was a crazy, crazy thing. Yeah. So I hope that resonated. That's some fun stuff. Stick to your tub because I'm scared. I had a feeling. I'm like, even if you're scared of like water, stick to your tub and maybe throw some Epsom salt in there to help you with your detox symptoms. There you go. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I hate that analogy, or that and beat a dead horse. I'm like, ew, why? But we all know what they mean, so I say them sometimes. Yeah, the rain. It's been raining here so much. Lots of lightning coming with it, but when my husband and I were on a walk last night, the kids were at golf. We had to take our big umbrella, but it kind of just felt good having all that rain. But yeah, it started kind of lightninging around us, but I just went, protection, protection, protection. And my husband's like, oh, that again? Well, guess I'm protecting us. He's fun. He said, oh, that again, not in an annoyed or mad way, but like a funny, haha way. Like, we're not chasing down a trampoline this time. Don't worry. It was fun, though. What a bonding moment. I mean, if you and your spouse can't hold down a trampoline together, what can you do? Oh, yeah. Have you seen your failure state? Yeah. Yeah, it was, which is weird because I didn't even have time to be scared or feel fear of any kind. I was just out there rolling with the punches, like, more like, let me figure this out. Which was weird because then after the fact, like my whole body was shaking with adrenaline. I could just sit there and massage my thighs and I couldn't feel them. Like there was no feeling in my thighs. Not because I overexerted myself, but because of the rush, absolute rush of adrenaline. I'm like, wow, haven't felt anything like that in a hot minute. But yet I wasn't afraid. It was a weird dichotomy that was just going on there. I don't know what it was. All right, Katie, I hope that resonated. You're so welcome, my dear. Well, let's do Crazy Tempest. I don't think we have any other donations, so we're kind of rounding out to the end. My everyday dose order is on its way. I was gonna not do my mushroom coffee anymore, but then I read the back of the package. I'm like, I'm getting all of these essential whatever vitamins and stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing it because it's not coffee. It's like made of all these different types of mushrooms. And then Brianna was saying how amazing mushrooms are. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to it. I'll just keep ordering it. So my order's coming. I haven't ordered since December because I accidentally ordered too much and I had like 6 months supply and I'm like running low now. I'm like, oh, I better get back on that wagon. So I had to order some today. Yeah, good nutrients and it tastes so good. And I use monk fruit for my sweetener and so that does not even any sugar in it. Yeah. I tried the Rise brand mushroom coffee and I was not a fan at all. But my son, Boston, the older one, he loves it. I told him when it runs out because I ordered 2 bags before I knew I didn't like it. It was like a buy one get one, kind of 50% off, I think it was. I'm like, oh, I'll like it. I like this other kind, so I'll like that. No, I did not. But Everyday Dose, definite win. It tastes the most like coffee of the 2 mushroom coffees I've tried. To me, Rise tastes, I don't even know what, not at all like coffee. So Rise, I would not recommend if you're looking for a mushroom coffee that tastes like actual coffee. To me, Everyday Dose tastes like maybe like an instant coffee, but with kind of a rich creaminess underlying it. So you can definitely taste the coffee, but like a creamy, rich underlying essence. I don't know how to explain it. But it's the most, I've only tried 2, so I know there's multiple brands out there, but of the 2, I would recommend Everyday Dose. And I love it. And I don't even do it every day because when I fast in the morning, I just don't. I did my coffee today at like 1 p.m. after my lunch because I was like that behind. But I did a kombucha to break my fast, which, oh, I love kombucha. It's my favorite. And every time I buy a bottle, we'll save it because we're going to get back. For 2 years, we made our own kombucha. And then we had another stint of 6 months. We made our own kombucha. So for like, but not all consistently. 2 years consistently. Then we kind of went off the wagon because baseball season was super busy, and our kombucha basically turned into vinegar because we left it so long. And then we just had our scobies. We had so many scobies because every time you do a batch of kombucha, your SCOBY will double, and you just peel it off and just keep 1 SCOBY. And SCOBY is like the fungus disc that eats all the sugar you put in the tea and creates the fermented, bubbly, carbonated vibe that's going on in the jar. Oh my gosh, I love kombucha. We're going to get back into it here when I have enough bottles again. Although it's funny because we saved all the bottles from the first time that we did it. We just would buy kombucha at the store, the GTE bottles, and then rinse them out really well, save them, sanitize them, and then just use them for every batch. But do you know how much money you save making your own kombucha? And it's so easy. It's so easy. So easy. You just have to buy a SCOBY or get one from someone who already does it, and you're ready to rock. The hardest part is waiting because you got to wait about 14 days for the batch to be ready. And if you like it a little more fizzy and a little less sweet, wait maybe closer to 16, 17 days. And then if you want to season it with, ginger or lemon or pineapple or cranberry or whatever, you will add your juice and then bottle it and then wait another 3 to 4 days. Yeah, fun times. I love it. Yeah, kombucha is the best, and it tastes way better than soda, and it actually feeds your good gut microbiome. So win-win. And it's low on sugar unless you add a bunch of sugar to it. Yes, you add like 1 or 2 cups. It's been a minute since I've made it, so stick with me or stand by. But whatever sugar you add to your tea, you do half of the bags are green tea, half of them are black tea, and then you got your SCOBY in there. Well, your SCOBY eats the sugar to create the bubbles and carbonation and fermentation. So the sugar's gone when you're ready to eat it. Drink it. Of course, I'll have a little bit of a sweet taste to it, but if you wait too long, you're making alcohol. So be careful. You follow the instructions. It's so fun. It's so good too. All right, I'm going to shut up and stop rambling. I'm going to get to Crazy Tempest's reading. So I'm going to timestamp. We're at 1:25:05. 1:25:05. Crazy Tempest. There we go. Crazy Tempest, you won our drawing. Your name was in our drawing pouch right here. And we pulled your name out of it. As my whole set just falls down tonight. We pulled your name out. So you get a free reading. So whatever it is you need to know right now, if you have a question in mind specifically, you can kind of just pause this and see if this energy and information that comes through lines up. Otherwise, you can just have a general reading and let's just see what you need to know right now, either in context to your question or just in general. What does Crazy Tempest need to know right now? At the time of her watching this, we have Seek Beauty with the number 44. There's a stability and security. And this feels like maybe leveling up your own personal aesthetic. And this doesn't just have to be your actual self, like beauty products, hair, nails, face, makeup, clothing, all the things. This can even be washing your car or decluttering and redecorating your bedroom or your living room or whatever it is. But you're seeking to beautify the things that are around you, whether that's you, whether that's your environment, your yard. If you have a pet, you could beautify your pet by washing it and bathing it and making it smell good. Because beauty isn't just what we see, it's what we hear, it's what we smell, it's what we taste, it's what we touch. Many, many aspects of what beauty can mean. You can hear a beautiful song, and even though you're not seeing it, you know it's beautiful. So maybe you're seeking out that next song that you want to put on replay. This is it feels like you're leveling something up though. And you're looking for something with the seek part of this message. There's something maybe feeling a bit lacking right now that you're ready to find it. You're looking for an adventure. That's why you're going out to seek something. You're looking for adventure. And we have the number 30 here. So especially something creative or that feels like a new beginning, completely full energy, brand new ideas, adventures, wisdom coming in. All right, what else does Crazy Tempest need to know right now? Finder of lost things. You're seeking. You can't make this stuff up. Look at this. Come on now. You're seeking to find lost things. And maybe you're not exactly sure what you're looking for, but when you find it, you just know. When you find that next song that you just can't stop hearing and you want to hear it all day, every day, and just have it on repeat. Anyone else do that? I do that. And then after a week, I'm like, never let me hear that until it's 4 months from now because I'm sick of it. I do that a lot. But when I first hear it, it just moves me from the inside out and I'm obsessed. So there's something you will be finding that has felt lost to you. But once you find it, it's I'm now feeling complete for a minute. Jessica's the same. Okay, I'm not the only one. Oh, good. All right, what else does Crazy Tempest need to know? Closing statement. Let's get some advice. Any advice on the situation Crazy Tempest has asked about or just in general? Advice from Spirit. Crazy Tempest. Those difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again. The birds will sing, the clouds will clear, and you will be glad you kept moving forward, seeking and finding. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. So that adventure, finding adventure, I accidentally put the card back, but something about adventure. Go on an adventure. You will find what you're looking for. And even then you didn't know what exactly you were looking for, Crazy Tempest, you're going to find something that feels like that missing piece, that missing element, or just that icing on the cake, cherry on top of things that you've been already working on or building toward. All right. Much love to you, Crazy Tempest. Congrats again on winning the drawing. All right, everyone else and Crazy Tempest and whoever's watching and listening right now or on the replay, thank you for hanging out with me. This was fun. I got a little scandalous. But But you guys hopefully love me anyway. That would be good. Yeah, I promise I will tame it down next live stream, but I'm just in a funny little mood. So you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's what my kid's preschool teacher used to, it was a little sing song. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Ooh, henna. Oh, it's so beautiful. I bet it looks cool. You'll have to send me a picture of it when it's all done. I love henna. I've never had it done, but it just looks so cool. And I just get such a cool, like, when I see it, it just feels vibratory to me in the best possible way. I love it. Oh, it was fun for me too. I'm so glad you guys enjoy it. I enjoy being here. You guys know me. I love this. Like, this is my favorite place to be, besides with my family and my dogs. You get it. It's fun. I love this. I'm just blessed I get to call this my job. It's so much fun for me. All right, you guys. Well, I will be back. My kids want to golf during the day on Friday, but my husband said he could pick them up. My father-in-law is in the hospital. He was in the hospital last week for a different issue, and now he has a UTI, but also MRSA, which is a staph infection that's spread all over. He's 84. He's in good spirits. I personally feel like things are fine. Like, I'm not worried at all. But if you have any positive vibes you could send his way, that'd be awesome. My husband's a little stressed out right now because he's just worried about his dad, But I'm trying to hold down strong here in the house and with him because, his poor dad, he got E. coli like 6 years ago, and that wiped him out for like 2 years. And, already being older in age, he lost a lot of muscle tone and kind of went downhill after that just because, if you don't use it, you lose it, especially when you're older. And he's still trying to get back. And one of my brother-in-laws actually lives with them. And he's all about like bodybuilding and weightlifting and stuff. So he's going to make sure his dad is building his muscle back up and, just getting all the healthy things going back for himself when he gets home. He's not home yet. He's still in the hospital, but yeah, so my husband will kind of be visiting my husband. My husband will be visiting my husband. My husband will be visiting my father-in-law, and then he said he'd pick the boys up from golf when they were done, so I could just do my live stream during the day, which was really sweet of him. I will touch base with him again if that's stretching him too far with work. I'll just do it Friday evening. So, but you guys will be the first to know. It'll post either 11 a.m. Mountain Time Friday or 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Those will be the 2 times. I'd like to do it during the day, but if it just gums up everybody else's agenda, I'll just do it in the evening. It's not a big deal for me to have to move that. Hopefully it's not a big deal for you guys. Hopefully Friday evening works okay. Or even during the day. But of course, there's always the replay you guys can watch, or if you don't want to tune in at all, that's fine too. I'm not just going to sit here and assume everyone wants to come here every single day. But yes, that's what's going on here. So I'll let you guys know. As soon as I know, I'll get it scheduled and or maybe make a community post if I know about it. Oh, Florence, hi! It's been a while. You won the giveaway a while back, and now I want to say, I don't think I even wrote your timestamp. I'm going to make it my personal agenda to go find that, though. Did I throw it away? Because I'm now reminding myself that I did not timestamp it after the thing was done. And this was at least maybe 4 live streams ago at this point. Let me check my floor area because my kids sometimes not. Look what I found. I've been looking for this bad boy. It's got dog hair on it. Look at that. It was like face down on the carpet so you can see the dog hair and the carpet fibers. But I've been looking for this. I've been using these white strips of paper for the longest time. Oh, it's the middle of the night and you tuned in. We were just about to sign off. I was about to say goodbye and all the things. But I want to find that timestamp and slip of paper. Who is this hit? I got papers for days. Let me just figure out my stuff here. Oh, this is from NPCs and Orphan Trains. Let me just double check it wasn't on this one. Brianna, John, Valerie Lyon, Amber. I did these ones. This is nothing. It's not on the new one. Is it this one? Grab it. Florence B. Okay. So it's one of the live streams. 2 hours, 39 minutes on the dot. But I will go and find that and timestamp it for you. It had to have been at least 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 live streams ago, somewhere in there. At the 2 hour, 39 minute mark, just scroll to there and hopefully you'll find it. When this ends, that's my first mission. Before I leave this chair, I'm going to go find it and timestamp it for you. If you don't find it first, even still, if you find it first, I'll still go and do that because you're here. You deserve to get your reading. There's a reason you're up in the middle of the night and you came here, and then that reminded me, oh no, I didn't ever do that, and I need to do that. I made a basket. You'll just have to take my word for it. Yes. So I'm gonna do that. Yes, it's got my chapstick, the thing you peel off to open the chapstick on there. But I will go do that right now. So you guys, I will be back on Friday, 2 days from now, one day in 12 hours. I don't know, something like that. Either 11 a.m. Mountain Time or 6 p.m. depending on the schedule with my father-in-law in the hospital, all that. But yes, you have a lovely rest of your day as well. And thank you as well, Florence. I'm gonna go do that for you. So maybe check each one, and if you don't see anything pop up, check again. It had to have been within the last at least maybe 6, maybe no farther back than 6 live streams. I want to say maybe that 5th or 4th live stream from tonight back. But I'm going to go look and search, and I will timestamp it, and you can just click on it and just check the pinned comment. If you don't see a pinned comment, it may be I'm still trying to find it and timestamp it for you. So just maybe hold on a minute, and I'll go find it for you, though. You just have to check each one and open it and see the pinned comment. So if you check right now, though, you won't see it. But you can go to each one and scroll to 2 hours, 39 minutes, and it should be your reading right there. But also timestamp it. So, all right, you guys, thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here in Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Much love, and thanks again for hanging out. See you on Friday. Much love. Bye.